Adamson started off the way they did in set number 1 here in set number 2, but NU, a lot more, hard work from them here in set number 2. They were scrappier defensively, but they just didn't pour as much into it as they needed to be able to equalize with Adamson.
That's right, more energy for the side of NU, but again, it's their errors that did them in here in set number 2. You've got spiking errors, you've got those net errors, you've got receiving errors, and even service errors for NU. So those were 3 points given to Adamson, and before NU knew it, when they looked up at the scoreboard, again, it's a 10-point double-digit lead for Adamson. You've got steady performers for Adamson. Of course, Pineda stepping up here to score in the second set. But Angela Binting's still there, Paul Soriano's still there, and you've got Inog also there, but it was Pineda who really, finished off NU for this second set. You've got great attacks from the back, from the middle, and also from that outside hitting position. Pineda, though very short, doesn't mind ball blockers right in front of her. Hits it strong and gives it her all every time. A few defensive lapses like what we saw for Adamson, but you can give them that. They were on top by a very comfortable margin at this stage of the match. Again, winning set number 2 and only needing one more set to close out NU, and like what we said, parang mas may sense of urgency pa itong paglalaro ng Adamson, even though that they're sure of a Final Four appearance, and it is NU who needs to get all 3 wins, in all the remaining games to get into that Final Four positioning. 16-12, Adamson still leading in attack points, 2 blocks against none for NU, and unforced errors 4 and 7 respectively.
National University, now their backs really against the wall. They need to win a set, and they need to win the match to keep their hopes alive of a chance, of that slim chance of making it to the Final Four. Adamson, on the other hand, 1 set away from closing that door to everyone else and solidifying the cast of the top 4 teams going into the Final Four. And you drawing first blood here in set number 3, 1-0. Picking up where she left off in set number 1, actually, because she was relatively quiet, I guess you can call it that, in set number 2. But starting it off here in set number 3 with a solid hit from the middle. Underhand set by Sullivan. A hit from the libero Reyes. First ball landing right at the net for NU, unretrievable for the Lady Bulldogs. And again, NU starting off early with these unforced errors, which is the reason they got buried deep in a deficit in set number 1 and set number 2.